Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to a how-to video. Today we are going to show you how to get out a centre console, so the entire bit that goes the length of the middle of the car right to the very front. It's not difficult, but I have been asked to do a video on it, so without no further ado, let's show you how to do it. Let's go. Okay, so very easy, not much to it. We are going to take this one out of this car anyway, because I'm putting an extra USB socket in there, or I say extra, this is a pop, so there's no USB. So I'm going to put a USB in there, and I'm also going to put some lights in the footwells, and I'm going to wire them in to there, underneath. Now when you get to the bit where you take this out, if you've got a lounge or a sport where you've got the USB socket there, the wire on the end of that is quite short, so I'm doing it here with no seats in, just because the seats are out, because I've cleaned them, and it's easier to show you how to do it without the seats in the way. As I say, quite easy, but that is relatively long and you can disconnect that quite easily. When you've got the USB socket, it's a bit more trickier. You just have to be sort of pull it out a little bit, angle it, get your hand underneath, figure out the plug on the bottom of it. So I can't show you that on this, unfortunately, but you'll see it when you get to it if you've got a lounge or a sport or something with or an Abarth for that matter, and you've got that socket. So to start with, you've got to get to the two 10mm bolts, and if you're hoovering your car out, you can use it to suck out these rubber things. I'm using a little screwdriver. Get a screwdriver in there, he says, and pull it out, and you can give those a clean. Same on this one, get a screwdriver in there, he says, pull it out, preferably at the edge without damaging it. I'm doing it one-handed here, which doesn't help. And then you need to take that off, and that just pulls off, or you can get a screwdriver in there just to pop it off. Right, so that popped off, as you saw. And what we need to do now, we got four 10mm bolts. So you've got one there. Actually, are they bolts or are they nuts? They're nuts. One there, one down there, which you probably can't see, which often gets gunked up, or there's coins down there in the way, so we can't actually see from here. And then you've got one there and one there. So all we've got to do is get a 10mm socket in there, get them undone. I'm going to have to do this with two hands, so we'll get those undone and then we'll come back. Before I undo the front ones, I just wanted to show you what I was referring to before. So I've undone the 10mm nut on there, and all that does then is that removes, that comes out. So we can put that to one side, don't lose the nut, and as you can see where people have spilt their coffee, so we can give that a clean up. Now remember what I was saying about sometimes you get gunk and money in there. You can see down, if you can see down there, there looks like a false, possibly a false fingernail, hopefully a false one, not a real one, and there's also under all the gunk, if I can do, there's a penny. But that's covering the bolt, so you've got to try and flick all that out. So that's what I meant. So we'll do that, we'll get the screwdriver in there, and we'll basically flick it all out, all the muck, and see if we can get that penny out. I think it's coming out. I need to, yeah, it is a false fingernail. There it is. There it is, false fingernail. And we just need to flick the penny out of the way so we can get to the 10mm nut. So we'll undo those ones, and then we'll get that out, and then we'll show you how to get the rest of this off. Right, there's the penny along with the fingernail, and general bits of gunk, and lots of other gunk that was around it as well, so we'll hoover that up afterwards once we get all that out. Now what you would like to think is that now pulls out, but unfortunately it doesn't, because it's connected here as well. So you have to take that off, and you also have to take the one off around the other side as well, which again gives you the opportunity to clean them, because the chances are they've never ever been cleaned. But they have to come off, because you have to get to another screw that's on the other side. So let me get the tool ready, loaded with the right head, and we'll come straight back. Right, so to get that out, we've got one screw just there, and that is a T25. So an ordinary torque, I'm using an electric one, just makes it easier and quicker. So we undo that, put that somewhere safe, and then that will just pull off. And then what you'll see there is another T25. You need to undo that, and then you have to do the same the other side, although the other side has got more bolts. We'll get round to that in a minute. Let's just do, I'm just doing this one-handed, so it's a bit awkward. Let me get in there. There we go. So you undo that one, get that one out of the way, and as you can see, it's becoming freer. It's just held on from the other side now. So we'll go around this other side and we'll get those ones off as well. Okay, so as you can see, this is a UK car. So we have this bit on this side, on the right-hand side, because it's a right-hand drive car. If you're in America or Europe and you've got a left-hand drive car, presumably you've got this similar sort of thing on the passenger side. It's just obviously reversed. So we have two T30 connections, two T30 bolts there, and then we've got another T25. So these are recessed, one more than the other, so you just need to get these out using an extension. If you've got an ordinary sort of, you know, Torx kit with, or you're using it on a socket set, you just need to get a little extension on there to undo it. So let's just get these two undone. That's that one, and you've got a little rubber washer in there, and sometimes you'll get a metal one as well. Just sometimes they come off, sometimes they stay in place. As you can see, that one's gone in quite a way. Let's get that one undone as well. Is it actually coming out? I'm not sure if it's actually coming out, that one. Let's try that again. I don't know why it's not coming out. Actually, I don't. You know what? I think it's recessed a bit too far, so I need a longer extension on that one. It's not actually touching it. Right, let's try that again. As you can see, I've got a longer one there, so that should do it. That should find it this time. If I can get it on the end. I'm not sure it's working, and I don't know why. I'm not sure we're getting it on the end of it. Right, so we're on the end of that. I think it was long enough. We just weren't in the right place, I don't think. Yeah, so it wasn't that the other one wasn't long enough. It was just a bit. I wasn't in the right place. Of course, if I wasn't holding the camera, I'd have more feel. So don't hold a camera while you're doing it. Okay, so the only other thing we've got to get off now, we've got to get that, and then this piece will lift off. So let me just change the heads over. We'll go back to a T25, and then we'll take that bit off. Okay, there we go, T25. Get that on there. Right, that's the T25. Don't lose your screws. And then that will now, again, I'm doing it one-handed. That will just pull off. It is clipped in there as well. But a bit of brute force and it will just come off. Oh, and we've got a nice Kit Kat wrapper behind there. And what you can see there, at the back there, if I shine the torch, in case you don't know, is your airbag ECU. So if you have water that leaks in from your scuttle panel, guess where it ends up? On that airbag ECU, and fries your airbag ECU. So that's why you need to clean out your scuttle panels. Right, we'll get rid of the Kit Kat wrappers. Other chocolate bars are available. We'll get rid of that out of the way. And then the last screw is that one, another T25. So let me just get rid of that. Take that one out. There, and that's the last one. And now this will just pull out. I say pull out, but you've got to under here. If I can show you, not sure I can get up there, but you've got the electrical connection. So I'm just going to, if I can with one hand, disconnect it. It's just a matter of pushing in the little tabs and pulling. There you go. That's it. So that's off, and now that will just come off. There you go. Done. Don't lose your nuts, said the bishop to the actress. We'll move that out of the way. Collect all the screws up. And there's one of the washers that fell out. And there's the other one. And that's it. That is it. So as I say, if you've got the USB socket, you just need to make sure that you get all the get to the plug and pull the thing out. It's a little bit trickier than it is on a pop. And as you can see, it now can have a further clean under there. I have already hoovered this car, believe it or not, and I'm going to clean the carpets, but I'm going to hoover up, and we can hoover up all that gunk as well, so that will all be nice and clean. We can clean all that up, and that is it. And then to put it back, you just do it in reverse. Exactly in reverse of what we've just done. So I'm not going to show you. That's what you do. Simple as that. So hopefully you found that useful. So that's it in a nutshell. How to take out the centre console on a Fiat 500 or an Abarth. Doesn't make any difference whether it's an Abarth. This is for a Series 3 or not a Euro if you're in America. In America, you refer to the Series 4 as a Euro style. We call it Series 3 and Series 4. So this is up to 2015. They're slightly different, but pretty much the same on the newer ones. Similar process. Some of the clips and that might be in slightly different place, but it's generally the same. So that's it. I hope that's been useful for you. Thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to check out the other videos. Give us a thumbs up if you like this one. If it's been useful, let me know. If you've got any questions, let me know. If you're not a subscriber, hit that button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the next one. So as always, take care, stay safe, and we will see you soon.